Hello, Liam. How you doing? Welcome. I just thought I'd come live just for a brief minute or so, discuss MSF 2024. I was gonna make a video about it, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just have a late night discussion with you guys and tell you all about it. You can ignore all the rubbish that's going on behind it. That's my little ones, chairs and stuff. Alexis, hello, good to see you. How you doing? So yeah, I just happened to come across uh, their why aren't you asleep yet? Because it's only 10:40 and I've got no work tomorrow, so I'm all free. Um, yeah, so I stumbled upon Microsoft's stream yesterday. Not in the attic tonight. No, unfortunately, no. I mean, attic's up and running. It's back up and running. Uh, but we will be doing a flight tomorrow from Mumbai to Abu Dhabi. About 3 hours long flight. We'll do that tomorrow. I'm a bit sleepy, but not enough to go sleep yet. Don't worry. Hopefully, my talking will put you to sleep, Alexis. So yeah, like I was saying, stumbled upon Microsoft's stream yesterday on Fly Sim Expo. Really good stuff. I was really happy that I actually watched it. I've made my poor wife watch it with me as well. Alexis, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. So yeah, um, there are a few things that really stood out to me about MSF 2024. We knew about like graphics and all of that being really good, but first, two main things that really sort of stood out for me was one thing was the shadow. Like we're not gonna get those, jagged edges or those pointy edges on shadows anymore. Shadows have improved massively. They're really big on that. Apparently, new ray tracing, etc. They have improved it. Liam Norris, take care, buddy. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. So yeah, those jagged edges they're gone. New ray tracing apparently, new technology that helps with that, so we'll get good graphics, and that hopefully that will also help with the film grain that we used to get in FS 2020, a lot around clouds. So hopefully clouds will be more improved, which they did say that they will be, because um, with the new technology again, cloud and lighting, uh, they've got new lighting settings going on, so that improves lighting. So with sunset and sunrise, you get different lighting, like three four kinds different light transitions, so that will be improved. How much different is performance requirements compared to F720? They haven't talked about specs in particular, but they did say that it's improved performance wise. It's a lot better than 2020. So again, I think that falls back to new ray tracing technology, etc. But if I have to guess, I think this FS 2024 is definitely for 3080 or above cards. I think it's definitely for these specs, and same goes um, for processors and stuff. I think the new, especially for Ryzen, you've got latest Ryzen processors. I think um, you'd you'd need those. Um, and then also another big thing was um, the airports. So default airports now, they are actually, how in FS 2020 they said like hand handcrafted airports in premium versions and whatnot. Yeah, they would actually be handcrafted now, because Gaia simulation which I'm sure you guys know. They are very big developers of airport sceneries, so they are working with Microsoft and Asobo at the moment. But because without frame gen, I get like 30, 50 FPS. Without frame gen, you get that. I think that's pretty good. And to be honest with you, I might stop using frame gen and use lossless scaling alongside DX11. I'm gonna try that from tomorrow and see how that compares. Spooky, hello, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, so you'd get markings. You get uh, default taxi markings and gate markings, etc. Now, true to life. So you don't have to wait for a developer to release, a paid scenery for you to get, markings and taxiways, etc. and scenery as well. So yeah, what type of stream is this? Spooky. This is just a chilled out stream. Um, Basically, I was gonna make a video about this new Microsoft Live Sim 2024, but then I thought I'd rather just come live and just discuss it. I don't know. I thought let's just do that and see what comes out of it. So no more shit airports and default times of, yeah, exactly, no more shit airports. Yesterday they did showcase New York JFK. They showcased that. They showed Aspen. They showed one. They showed one in Ireland. I forgot the name of it. They showed that as well. Um, so they looked really really good. They had markings there, taxiways, etc. And they mentioned it clearly that you'd get true to life markings and buildings, etc. Now, Spooky says, okay, that's fine, GS, no worries. Um, so that's that. Also, ground textures, they said no more 2D images from Bing Maps. You won't get 2D images slapped onto your onto your sceneries by Bing Maps. Now, if you have like a scenery or a Bing Map data, that data will be um, um, processed with 3D graphics, and you'll have 3D graphics of that data rather than have a flat surface with just like an image sticking out. You'll have a 3D surface, a 3D. Uh, they were saying that gravels, etc. You know how sometimes you have like grass runways or gravel runways. You'd actually be able to see pebbles, small pebbles, and small like stones and stuff with this technology. So no more 2D images slapped. Game is going to be like 300 GB for base game. I mean, MSF 2020 was like 120 gig, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I won't be surprised if it's 300 gig, to be honest with you. But as long as it's worth it, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Um, Let me see what else is there that we can do. Okay, that's fine. What is this? Highlight heritage hours. Okay, no. I'm just trying to see what are different settings there. Okay, that's fine. We won't worry about any of that. Okay, so also when you taxi, let's say you by mistake go onto the grass from taxiing from asphalt, you'd actually feel the difference of you going onto the grass. Aviation Geek, hello, good to see you. It's going good, buddy. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Well, I basically get it for free via Game Pass. They haven't said anything about that, if you'd get it with Game Pass or not. I mean, it would make sense for you to get it with Game Pass, but they haven't said anything about that yet. Um, so yeah, but when you go over onto the grass, you'd see the grass getting flattened by the weight of the aircraft, etc. as well. So you'd see the traces of your tires, tire marks and stuff, which is another small little detail, but really good. It will be in Game Pass. Yeah, like I said, it would make sense for them to have it in there, wouldn't it? Nice face, love the beard. I mean, it's still a bit scruffy. I need to shave. I haven't shaved for like a week. But yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Base edition at least will be. Yeah. I think it will be. I'm pretty sure it will be. It wouldn't make sense for them to not have it, like especially when it's going to be available for Xbox. Um, so that's that. And then next thing I was going to talk about. I've got my notes somewhere. Let me stream. Oh yeah, it will. It will be via Game Pass. Yeah, yeah. You're right. It was mentioned in the trailer. Uh, what else was I? There was. I mean, of course, there was aircrafts as well. They were big things. Obviously, we have so many aircrafts coming in. You have A400M, which is a military aircraft by Inibuilds. Inibuilds gonna build that. You have A330 by Inibuilds. You have gliders. There's one glider I think is STEM or something, S12G or something like that. Not I don't know much about gliders, but yeah, there will be a glider with the latest avionics etc. in it. There will be different glider stations, glider airfields if you want to call them, with like all types of winches there as well, which is another big thing. As I mentioned, which all aircraft will be in the base edition. So, in the base edition, they said Twin Otter by Aerosoft, hence why it's gone from marketplace for FS 2020 because it's going to be available for 2024 by Aerosoft. So that's why they've taken it off in marketplace, as you probably noticed. I certainly noticed because I was interested in buying it, and then when I went onto marketplace, it wasn't there. So yesterday they explained that that's why it's not on FS 2020 marketplace anymore because it's going to be for 2024. So Twin Otter, A400, A330, and then we'll have the Glider S12G, and then obviously 737 Max, which is a big addition to the aircraft list. They did say that 737 Max is by being developed by Asobo and Get Friends, if I remember correctly. They're developing it. Um, so that will be available in base game. Um, I think with 737 Max being released, it's going to be a bit of a challenge in a way for PMDG and iFly to see um, what they're going to do, because obviously iFly and PMDG were looking to um, develop the aircraft, but now that they have a Sober doing it, not sure what's going to happen. I mean, we all know from experience what A320 Neo was like when Sober developed it. It was a bit shit, but hopefully, just like Fly By Wire turned out, maybe there will be some other developers that will be willing to work with the with Asoba's 737 Max, Zibo. Zibo will be a big developer to come through if they want to work on Asoba's 737 Max, just like they worked on Explain's 737. Nabeel, what's up, bro? KW, hello, good to see you. How are you doing? Are they swapping out free A320 Neo for the 737 Max 8? I don't think so. I think obviously A320 Neo is developed by Inibuilds, so that's why they're gonna probably just carry it over to 2024. One other thing was for developers in there that they've made transferring of the aircraft data pretty easy for developers from 2020 to 2024. Apparently, it took them, I don't know which aircraft they said they swapped over from 2020 to 2024. I think it was the Neo. They said it took them 1 hour to rebuild and reprogram the whole thing for 2024. So that's a positive to look out for developers. Awesome, thanks, man. Just got back from Malta about 2 weeks ago and flying out there in 9 days again. Yeah, KW, you love Malta, man. You love Malta, you might as well start living there. Um, so yeah, and with A330 and all the other aircrafts, so now you'll have movable passengers through the terminal, through the jet bridges, etc., going to the aircraft, and also with the walk around, you'd be able to walk around as as a normal pilot, and you'll have an interactive checklist with you as well, apparently. So if you have all the covers on, you just click the checklist and the covers will come off. Pitot heat covers, engine covers, etc. How about the A350 and 380 in FS24? Are they gonna be in the game by default or download via external installer? So A350, as we all know, any build's going to be working on that, and I think they said A350 is expected in 2025, not 2024. And with A380, obviously fly-by-wire is working on it, so they probably release it after, because they did say it's going to be released towards the end of this year. And my guess is now that because this is going to come in November, they're going to probably release it around December time. A380 is going to be released around December time, uh, which will give them enough time to, you know, program the data for FS 2024. My goal is to live there in 2 years plus. I hate this hay fever I suffer so much from. Yeah, I'm suffering from the same at the moment. Do you know when the A390 will release and when will the Shark list release? No idea. If I have to guess, my guess would be that they're probably waiting for FS 2024 as well, to be honest with you. I think all the aircraft developers right now, they probably be waiting for 2024. Because is June now, well, towards the end of June. So July, August, September, October, November. So you've got about 5 months. So I'd say probably if they release it, I'd say by August. If not, then it's probably not coming until FS 2024. Well, I gotta go try sleep now. No worries, Alexis. Thank you very much. See you, buddy. Take care. Jim says I found a 700 PC Nabeel, an i7 with the Radeon 5700. Such a cheap deal. That is a really good one. Radeon 5700. Not really big on AMD graphics cards. Please be aware. AMD graphics card aren't great when it comes to Office 2020. Gotta go, bro. Take care. KW, see ya, buddy. Take care. Enjoy the hay fever. Yeah. Good night. So yeah. That's all things discussed regarding FS 2024. And like I said, A300 is going to be released by Build. There's a military aircraft A400M that's going to be released by Builds as well. Then you have PC12, by the way, by Conado. That's going to be in default sim as well. And I think, as we all know, PC12 is a really good aircraft. Obviously, I think Canada one wasn't as popular, but hopefully, they said they have reworked on it. So hopefully it'll be better version than what we have right now. So what are you trying to imply? Want it run properly? I don't. I mean, I'm saying like, AMD graphics card aren't really the best choice for FS or fly sim in general. Yogi Pressure says DCS. No, not DCS. Fly Sim 2024 Yogi. That's what we're discussing at the moment. I'm saying, James, it will run, but probably it won't be there with performance compared to NVIDIA graphics card. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Canada PC12, and then Twin Otter by Airsoft. That's going to be in base FS 2020 as F 2024 as well. Also, they said that FS 2020 is going to be getting updates until 2028. So it's going to keep on getting updates for another 4 years after FS 2024 releases. I heard it can run up to 1440p, so that's good enough. Yeah, make sure the process is really good. Processor is, especially these new fly sims, they are big on process. So make sure your processor is really good. Um, so yeah, other than that, Twin Otter, and we discussed already 737 Max, big aircraft, but it's being developed by Asobo. We don't know what's it going to be like. So hopefully, Asobo will have worked on it really well. So third parties don't need to work on it like Fly by Wire worked on A320neo. But if they do, if they don't make it good enough, then obviously we've got third party developers such as Zebo. I would love for them to see working on Asoba's 737 Max. I think it's about time that Zebo does something for FS 2024 or Microsoft Flight Simulator in general. So yeah, that's all from me, guys. Don't want to make it too long. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be doing a flight from Mumbai to Abu Dhabi in Etihad 787-10. So make sure you guys join up tomorrow, 17:30 p.m. or 16:30 Zulu. Anyway, take care. Bye bye.